get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They will be led out by back now in his 16th season from NC State, Phillip Rivers.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. Defensively, here are the starters for New England. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. On 3rd down, Rivers. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 15 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often, in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
From midfield now on second down. Rivers, no gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Rivers. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Stay there. Stay there. Black 11. Wait.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Rivers now. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
190, 180, Hunt. 180, Hunt.
On first down, Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run with Hunt on second down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Now Rivers. Open man here is Foster. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
They'll bring it back to just about the 20. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. As you get a look at Brian Hoyer, the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's right, baby. Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
On second down now, it's White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going with James White, the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
He spins free. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Round 80. No game on this defense. No game. Check. Crunch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
What you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second.
58, boys, 58. Let's go. Watch the run. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw, Rivers. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hoyer. That's complete to White. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go right back to White here on 1st down. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Not today, Mark. Not five.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hoyer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hoyer. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Rivers. Got it open, man. It's Foster. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it here with Hunt. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Now Hoyer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Hoyer. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Hoyer going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Dante Hightower on the stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Rivers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. He finds Yeldon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rivers. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 30. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
White 90, Brown 80. Hey, here we go. Behind.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You go.
Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
the tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Rivers pass incomplete. Intended for Lee Smith.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Give him 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Rivers to throw it. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Back 380, block 11. White, 80 hot.
Rivers on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's the veteran Phillip Rivers, who's up to his old tricks. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already. and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Let's take a look at Brian Hoyer now as he heads back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the 38, Hoyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here, and that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, the captain of the defense patted the quarter while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
They're 180. Round 80.
In your face.
Now Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Interception all day, baby.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch.
Nowadays.
Just not right.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Going on the ground, it's White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle. From the 27, Rivers, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Done. 390. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Come behind.
On the delay, here's Hunt. Devin McCourty brings him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Rivers. And Olsen over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. On first down, Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Watch his team! Here we go, let's bring it! Let's go, let's go!
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Hoyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
390.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got Fitzgerald.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Got a man on the right sideline. That's McKenzie. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Hoyer. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Here's Hoyer. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Hoyer now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Marquise Lee, the intended target, but it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Mohamed Sanu, 27 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run again with Hunt. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete. James White. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 31, Rivers. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Rivers, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Let's get it.
From the 35 on second down, Hoyer completes it to Lee. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he pick six and a Bills touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots now down by 7, a minute 46 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He's got White here. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with a run by Yeldon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.